In history, gold has obviously been money for 5,000 years, but there are periods also when silver has been money, like in the Roman times, you had the silver denarius, for example. Silver is also a unique metal, often called poor man's gold, because it's so much cheaper. And actually, today, silver is too cheap because there is a massive shortage of silver, and the production of silver is lower than the demand and has been for several years. And at some point, that means combination of the industrial demand and investment demand will mean that silver one day will just explode. Just to look at silver first, here's an ounce of silver. Today it costs just over $50. But as I just mentioned, silver is about to explode. That means we have seen silver at $50 in 1980, and then it went down to a few dollars, well under 10, and then it went up again in 2011 to $50, down to around $10, and now for the third time, silver is up at $50 again in 2025. This time, I don't believe that it will be pushed down again. The demand for silver will be so strong that the silver price will now, and that could be imminent, catapult up to much higher levels. And you're not talking about $5 increase or $10, $20, $30 straight away. And then I think within the next, I don't like forecasting, but within the next year or even shorter, silver will be much, much higher. Not because of speculation this time, but because of real demand. And remember, as I just said, there is such a shortage of silver. So therefore, we always recommend gold as the main asset to hold for wealth preservation purposes. But at this point, I think silver is also extremely interesting, and therefore a percentage of your precious metals holding should also be in silver. You have to decide for yourself what percentage you're happy with. Remember that silver is not for widows and orphans. The volatility is enormous, as I just explained. Up to 50, down to 10, up to 50, down to 10, again, roughly. As I said, this time I don't think we're going to go back, but there will still be massive volatility, because with the next move of gold, silver will move at least twice as fast as gold, maybe even faster. And that's, as I said, is imminent, that move. If you want to sleep well at night, just hold some silver. We recommend maybe 25, 30% of your total metals, precious metals holding should be in silver. And that is, gives you a fantastic opportunity now to accumulate wealth. It's not speculative at all. It's actually real wealth. Like gold has always been money, and silver has also been money throughout history. So we recommend that you hold some physical silver. Again, if you have a bigger amount, keep it in a safe private vault outside the banking system, and in a vault where you have direct access. And of course, also in a jurisdiction where you feel safe. I would say today the EU is questionable because of their financial situation. I'd rather not hold it in the EU. Switzerland is a lot better than the EU from that point of view, and Switzerland has a tradition of holding, storing, and obviously also refining both gold and silver. Switzerland is a real gold and silver hub, and it's strategic industry for Switzerland as a whole, gold and silver, especially gold, but also silver. Therefore, silver and gold should be held in Switzerland or in Singapore. Those are probably the two jurisdictions that we think are right for holding now your precious metals and your wealth preservation asset. Remember, this is an asset, gold and silver, that you should keep at the bottom of your wealth pyramid, and it should be stable and not traded at all. Because with the uncertain financial and economic and also geopolitical situation we have in the world, precious metals will now take a totally different significance. And that must be part of your insurance for yourself, for your family, for your business. So hold some gold and hold some silver, because that is a massive opportunity, and store it safely outside the financial system, outside countries that politically couldn't stop you from transferring money out, or maybe even one day buying gold or silver. So keep it safe, and then just leave it for as long as you can, because it's going to go up, both gold and silver, by multiples in the next few years.